Welcome to Astoria, an upcoming indie game currently in development by Feres Studios. It's a solo or co-op sandbox open world survival set in a dynamic, fractured world of floating islands, each with its own ecosystem and climate. Thrive by strategically exploiting diverse ecosystems while surviving, exploring, and uncovering the mysteries of this world. This is Weeza, and let's get right into a new game. In the end, it wasn't war that destroyed us, but ambition. The most brilliant mind humanity had ever known bore Astoria, a project meant to be our salvation. Instead, it failed, leading to humanity's doom. Our world lies in ruin, our kind on the verge of extinction. Unbeknownst to all, Alfred, creator of Astoria, knew the risks behind his project and developed a secret fallback plan. In the event of failure, 12 X units, each containing a human DNA sample, were prepared as a last hope for our species. You are the 12th unit. Looks like we've got a message. X12, you're finally online. I hope this day would never come, but here we are. I made a terrible mistake. I cannot tell you everything here. There's not enough memory. But you absolutely need to find my laboratory. Look down. Do you see it? That's a human arm. I built one onto you because it's the last living remnant of humanity. You must ensure it survives. Do you see the green bar on the bottom left? It's the arm's condition. Never let it hit 0. Yep. Okay. Cool. You will need to regularly inject organic matter into it. There's a sample ready. Inject it now. You will learn how to craft them. Awesome. Okay, let's pick this up and shoot it into ourselves. Okay, yeah, it's in my hand. Yeah, looks kind of cool. Yep, there we go. Gave us 15 health, if you want to call it that. Well done, X12. One more thing. No matter how strong you are, even machines need care. Apply some maintenance oil regularly, or you will struggle to move. There should be a sample. Maybe it's not the best, but it's a good start. All right. Yeah, go to your inventory and use it. Cool. Increased our yellow bar at the bottom. Right on. You're a fast learner, X12. See the yellow bar? That's your system lubricant. Running will deplete it faster. Oh, nice. Good thing I don't like to run. Okay, we're off to the races. Well, we're not going to be running, though, clearly. Okay, there's a supply chest over there, and there's... Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. He's still talking to me. Oops. You're good to go, X12. The path ahead will not be easy, but you were built for this. Don't forget to grab the knowledge hub from Gerald. It'll come in handy. And be patient with him. His AI turned out strange. Sometimes he forgets he's a helper drone and thinks he's a stand-up comedian. Awesome. I've been accused of the same thing. Both are lies. What's up, Gerald? It's a nice graphic. That's cool. Synchronizing Neuralink. Okay, synchronization is complete. Gerald, coming soon. So yes, this game is in development. There's going to be a couple things that are going to be placeholders or whatever else. I'm quite sure that there's going to be actual voice acting or whatever for Gerald, I'm assuming, from what it seems like with some of the placeholders I've seen. I could be wrong. Who knows? Does it really matter? No, not really. But we're going to go ahead and take these items and let's dismantle this. We can move it somewhere else. So I have played a little bit. There was an update on the game the day of this recording, actually. And I have been in contact with the developer because I came across this game by kind of accident, quite frankly. My brother and I were talking about games, and he mentioned a game that was actually not this in the long run, but it sounded like this, the way he pronounced it. And of course, Big Brother is always listening. So I came up to my computer and type in something similar, and this came up immediately. And here we are. Reached out to the developer and saw some gameplay on it, and I thought it was pretty good. Looks like it's going to be pretty interesting. But anyway, let's get going with this. Okay, right to rotate, and then shift right to rotate the other way. That's cool. Excellent, excellent. Let's just throw these down so we at least have something to start throwing things in. This is a survival-based game, so there's going to be quite a few things that we need to collect. We've got our first objective over on the right. Harvest limber berries from a limber tree by holding left mouse button. Okay. We've got a marker, thankfully. Limber berries. Here we go. Yeah, I have played this game for about 45 minutes or so, and I really enjoyed what I did. There was some pretty cool little aspects to the game, which I thought was nice. If you've ever played Muck, the graphics are similar to this, and that's one of the reasons why I like it. I kind of dig games like this. Okay, I've opened the knowledge base. Let's see the introduction we've already gone through. Oh no, this is something new. We found some seeds, great. You'll only need some seeds, and nature will do the rest. Cool. Let me go ahead and throw these seeds down, get those started, and that will work. We need to craft some simple lubricant. Oh, that's really cool. Look at this. This is a nice little effect that they've added. I don't know if this is like from the update today or not, but very, very nice. Anyway, we need to craft some simple lubricant from the crafting menu. Okay, we've got Lubricant. Here we go. Takes 2 lumberberries. Excellent. Got that taken care of. Find a cave and craft bioheal synthesizer from the crafting menu. All right, let's do it. Oh, there's a building over here. Let's turn on our light. Yeah. Oh, you know what? There's some stuff we can collect on the way, I believe. Yep, here we go. Here we go. Got some mushrooms. So inventory is limited, like many survival type games. And that is really cool. Well done. I'm just going to pick up a couple of these things on the way. Not too many, because like I said, the inventory is, you know, somewhat limited. So yeah, this is insufficient wind levels. Okay. I guess it's a wind station? I don't know. There's some stuff in there. Cool. Yeah. Oh, fair enough. So I guess we'll have to check on that later. I'm not sure if you can tell if the wind picks up or not, or you just have to randomly check on it. Who knows? We'll find out. Actually, I can see the little wind shear there. These don't look like they're moving any faster though. Okay, it looks like I need to construct a knife to get the silver oxide off of these silver leaf trees. So this one doesn't have the gray stuff on it, white, whatever you want to call it, silver color. Okay, let's go find this cave. So we do have a jetpack, so we can actually gain quite a bit of height here, which is pretty cool. The refill is in the bottom right, the status on it. Okay, we are currently on Windy Island, but it's not windy enough to run that building, I guess. So Gerald is sending me a message through the Knowledge Hub, basically introducing himself. He's a robot too, you know, yada, yada, yada. So that's all fine and good. There is some farming, which we've already, you know, planted that first tree. That's cool. And the island scanner is by far your most reliable tool to understand island parameters, all the crucial juicy data to help you adapt and make the most of these strange floating islands. Okay, so I guess that's everything that we see on the screen here. That's cool. This looks like, yep, some scraps. Got a log entry. Yeah, I'm not going to read all the flavor text, but I will, you know, at least show it so you can pause if you'd like to read it. There is some interesting story in the background. Yeah, this game is obviously still in development, like we said, but there's going to be quite a few updates, and I'll continue to cover this game as we go. I think the game is actually pretty cool so far. So wind turbine, durability 100%. We can dismantle this. Cool. This was not in the initial game that I played, and that's new too. There's quite a few new things here. So I'm not sure how this works. Oh, there it is. I guess we can place it on top. I don't know. Looks like there's sections for where these go. Z to place. No, it's not going there. Yeah, I imagine it would go here if this one wasn't here. Let's just put it right there for now. Insert energy cell to charge. Oh, well, this is cool. It's not doing anything yet. Maybe you have to put the energy cell in there to do it. So that's cool. Nice. So yeah, there is a lot to explore in this game. Even before today's update, there was quite a bit to do, which was kind of cool. And just for reference, this is a playtest. It is not in early access yet. I'm not even sure if it's going to be in early access now that I say that out loud. Okay, we need a jackhammer to get this copper ore. It's one of the things we're going to have to create. Yeah, we've got a knife, a jackhammer, and an airship constructor. That is the objective, is to build your airship. Okay, we need the jackhammer for that. Cool. Let's get these objectives out of the way. So the biohill synthesizer. So we need to find one electronic board, one lithium battery, and some glass. Actually, I think we can make glass. Second. Yep, here we go. I've made 2 glass. So now we just need to find the battery and the electronic board. Let's do this. Okay, we got some chests in here. Sweet. Lithium battery. There we go. And an electronic board. Excellent. I'm going to take this storage as well. Yeah, and otherwise it's just scrap in here. What is happening outside? Let's run outside and check how the environmental graphics look. The animations and such. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay. A little bit of lack of sunshine in my life. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and craft this. Oh, well, I don't want to put it right here. Take this back to base, wherever base is. I think I'm running in the wrong direction. Is there a map? It's currently not a map. Not sure if it unlocks or if there's ever going to be one. Okay, where the hell are we? Oh, okay. I was on top of a hill. On the way, I'm going to go ahead and pick up this wind turbine and take it to the base and put it up over here. If I need it back there, I'll go ahead and replace it, but whatever. We'll bring it over here for now. So we'll put the wind turbine right here. It should work. And we'll do this. Okay, we've placed down the biohill synthesizer. Let's see what this does. Okay, insert any organic material. Cool. Not sure if it matters what they are, but lumberberries we used for these things a minute ago. What was that? Was it this? Yes, simple lubricant. I'm gonna go ahead and make some more lubricant. Seems like we're gonna use quite a bit of it. But let's just go ahead and throw these in here. This is the emberine fruit. Press the button to generate biohill injector 30. Cool, that'll be 30 seconds. Do we have any of these on us? We have one on us currently. Let's go ahead and sort this. I am glad that the dev put a sort function on here. Let's put some of these things in this crate here. Go ahead and put out more storage. Okay, we picked up the bioinjector. Just gonna clear out some of the storage here. Yeah, we got bio in one, glass and crafted materials in another. What is this biohell injector? 50 fast. Okay, this one only does 5. Eef, that's kind of terrible. Let's go ahead and just fill ourselves up. Kind of makes sense, at least a little bit. Okay, I'm running back over to the cave. We need to find some fiberglass and craft a smelter. And it looks like we need to craft a crafting station to craft the smelter. Okay, I'm running through just collecting random stuff. Quartz, there's some lithium, which I'm assuming we're going to use to make the lithium batteries. You know, kind of a dead to giveaway there. Okay, this alcove is empty. This is another exit to the cave. We can do some exploring in a bit. Okay, this is where we were a minute ago. Kind of easy to get turned around in this cave. Got some silicon, more lithium. Okay, I'm not going to fill up my inventory just yet with this. Nice. Exit. So we're heading down farther into the cave system, and we found another chest. Okay, more electric boards, silicon and copper wire. It looks like a little bit of running around, of course, as with most games, I guess. Yeah, this cave system's actually pretty big. We just keep going farther and farther down. This is a pretty good area here, it looks like. Maybe. Let's see here. We've got another chest and more scrap. I don't know what we can do with the scrap, quite frankly. Desert fruit. Tough skin, sticky fruit that grows in the dry lands. Okay. Biohill injectors. More electrical parts. Nice. New craftable sealant gel. I guess that unlocked from the desert fruit. Okay, so if you pick up something you haven't seen yet, you get more recipes. Excellent. Yeah, I'm leaving quite a bit of stuff behind for now. I'm going to come back through and clean out the cave for all of the mineral deposits and after we build the crafting table and everything else. Let's see, another chest over here. Wow, this one's has a lot of stuff in it. Yeah, I'm going to leave this one here for now. Find this fiberglass. Well, I'm afraid I'm just running in circles here. I have completely gotten myself turned around in this cave. Okay, here we go. I understand where we are, I think. Yeah, the exit should, yeah, okay. We went down here and there was not another, oh, there was. This is, okay, yeah, I'm just running around in circles, I believe. Yep, we were down there. Then we take a right. There we go. Never mind. I've already been here. Excellent. But I do have more of an understanding of where I'm going. So the smelter blueprint is this direction. Cool. Well, let's go follow that. What does my inventory look like? Oh, man. My inventory is full. Okay, I'm going to exit this cave here and go get the smelter blueprint and check out the island a little bit more. Smelter blueprint. Looks, where is it? Looks like it's off the side of the map. Well, let's find out. This building looks kind of cool. We'll check that out in a minute. Let's get this base up and running. Okay. Felt like I was about to throw myself off to my death. Oh, subtle. Nice. Okay. You got any fiberglass in here? Smelter blueprint. Energy cell, copper wire, and our inventory is full. Nice. Yeah, glass is 1-to-1. Copper is 1-to-1. I'm looking for stuff that's like 2-to-1 to craft. We can make some lithium batteries. Energy cells. Let me just make a couple of these. At least to get rid of some of our, or make some room. So that looks like it gives us 4 total energy cells. Starting to find that fiberglass to make this station. And it looks like we've got, oh, the other end of those rocks, it looks like when we first came into the cave. We need to make that jackhammer. Let's see if we can make that yet. Lithium battery. Okay, let me make a lithium battery. I think I could do that. Yeah, cool. And go ahead and make this tool. Excellent. The knife makes tempered glass for that. And oh, okay. That's all we can make for now, but let's go ahead and break through these rocks. Oh, there we go. This is something new. I guess, oh, I was mistaken. I thought that was those rocks from going to the cave. So let me run back to the base real quick and empty some of this stuff and hopefully find some fiberglass on the way. Yeah, the game itself is actually quite pretty. I like how it has some basic textures and everything to it, and then some, I don't know, more complex graphics as well. Okay, we got one of these, a new fruit here. Oh no, we've already picked one of those, never mind. I do like this jetpack. It actually gets you quite a good distance across the map. Now, of course, it's a small floating island, so it's not that big. I'm not sure the size of others, but this one's not too terrible to traverse at the moment. There's several more chests that we can go pick up as well. We'll get those later. Yeah, I'm going to add a suggestion to see if the dev has any interest in actually getting the storage to have labels on it. That would be quite helpful. You know, you're going to have a whole row of them. Yeah, and I can see it says full, but it would be nice to actually have some idea of what's in it. Okay, I made it back to the cave, and this is the rock that I thought I was breaking a minute ago, but it's clearly mistaken. Let's see what's back here. Hopefully something that's going to help us out, like some fiberglass maybe. Okay, there's a chest. There's our log. It's basically talking about lithium being highly volatile and difficult to handle, and the exit just collapsed and the individual was trapped inside. Excellent. And that was, it looks like X1's entry, and we're X12, so clearly not the first people here. Oh, look at this fiberglass. Sweet. Okay, we got that. So let me go ahead and collect some stuff in this cave system. We can go ahead and mine some of this ore now. We've got this jackhammer and oh, don't forget to take the crate. Yeah, I'm gonna run through real quick and go ahead and pick up a lot of stuff that I've left behind. Okay, it's time to craft this crafting station. Let's see here, crafting station. You need 1 copper wire, 1 electric board. That should not be difficult. Here it is. Yep, nice. So currently, while you're in this particular environment, you cannot craft from your chest. After you build the ship, you will be able to craft from your local chests. So that will be actually part of the game. It's just not in this immediate area. Okay, got this crafting station going on. Let's see, let's just put it right here. This will work. Bam. I do like how they kind of materialize in. So we need to craft a smelter with a crafting station, unlock tempered glass by inserting okay. Let's craft the smelter and then insert that blueprint. Okay, we need 1 electric board, quartz, copper wire, glass. Okay, easy enough. Okay, I've got all the materials for it. We can just go ahead and craft that. It's gonna take just a few seconds and we can go ahead and place this down and throw that board in there. Let's see, let's go ahead and get that out of the inventory. Get this, lay this down. I guess right here. Okay, smelter is now completed. Let's see, we can make fiberglass from dirt and glass. That's cool. Some silver from silver oxide, which we haven't even picked that up yet because we don't even have a knife. We should go ahead and build the rest of these tools real quick. So we need quartz and tempered glass, which I can't make the tempered glass yet, I don't think. Biomass burner, smelter, silver, fiberglass. Okay, silver oxide's up there. Unlock tempered glass by inserting a smelter blueprint in the smelter. And then, okay, cool. So let me do a little bit of exploring here. And we can hopefully find some new stuff because I cannot make that tempered glass just yet. Unless I am missing something. Let me just confirm that. I would imagine I make it in the smelter. Yeah, and I just have to find that recipe. Yeah, no problem. Let me go look for it. Let's go check out this dome over here too as we're running around. See if there's any useful recipes in here. Looks like there's quite a lot of stuff in here, but where is the entrance? Is there here we go. Oh, this is interesting. Cut. I need a knife. That looks kind of cool though. I like those where the trees are done. All right, let's go over to that area where right over here. Yeah, perfect. That had that little cave in it. The back end of the cave we were at a moment ago. Let's just throw ourselves down here and okay. See, we've got another log. This is from X3. Yeah, after days of trial and error, the red mushroom native to this island structure shows extraordinary regenerative capabilities. Okay, and combined with a sulfur fungus obtained from the island I explored yesterday. Yep, A common mushroom from the shaded side of the island served as the balancing agent. Okay, so it's basically they're talking about a recipe from 3 different types of plants. So what is this? A biohill recipe, 3030. I'm assuming that's the recipe we were just looking at. Okay, the sulfur fungi. Yep, cool. Here we go. Let's go ahead and take this chest. I keep having to say that out loud because I'm going to continue to forget that. There's another bioheal synthesizer. We'll take that with us. I mean, why not? Let's see if we can find anything else on here. Let's go in this. Looks like a crashed ship. Okay, here's some tempered glass. Cool. I should unlock a recipe once I get it. Yep, there we go. Oh, no, it's the craftables. We can create our own storage now. Okay. I've been picking up all of these, so should be okay for storage for now. I'm sure that will quickly change, especially considering I pick up everything that I see, or attempt to anyway. Okay, there was not a blueprint for tempered glass in there. Oh, wait a minute. It's right here. Okay, I do have it. Nice. I thought that was a different recipe for some reason. Let me get some copper. I don't have very much of it in base. Luckily, it's pretty easy to gather this kind of stuff, which is nice. It's pretty quick. Get some dirt. That's something I haven't actually seen much of is dirt. You'd think there would be dirt all around us. Okay, here's another chest. Oh, there's dirt in here. Sweet. And I do like that it shows the fertility of the dirt. This one's 48%. This is 36%. So obviously that's going to be coming into play. I suspect that's one of the mushrooms that we're talking about. Smelter scraps. Yeah, cool. Here's the red mushroom that was mentioned. Yeah, I don't know what the shady side of the island is. Guess it would help if the sun was up. Okay, the inventory is full. Nice. I do like that the jetpack refills pretty quickly. That's definitely going to come in handy. All right, so let's get back over here and craft some of these items so we can start progressing on and start getting closer and closer to getting our ship built. Because that is actually as far as I've gotten whenever I played this game for a bit, was building the ship, but I never left or went anywhere. So I didn't want to kind of spoil it for myself whenever I started playing it for content. And let's drop some of these things. We've got too much stuff on us. Okay, so here is the smelter. Let's put this in here. And this is one thing I do like about this game is like the way you have to do this. Like find the recipes and actually insert it into a machine. Kind of cool. So yeah, we've got, let's see, what is happening here? A whole bunch of something. A new blueprint unlocked. Here we go. We now can make tempered glass. Excellent. So it just takes dirt and some glass. Not enough energy, requires 10, but luckily we've got enough so we can go ahead and make this knife, I believe. Yeah, just get some quartz. Easy breezy. Yeah, like I was saying, I don't have to worry too much about making storage yet because I have found 4 of them just going through the cave, which is excellent as far as I'm concerned. Well, this is definitely not the most efficient way to run this inventory system, but it's fine for now. So I'm just basically putting random stuff in them. Well, not random, but trying to organize it a little bit better. When we start crafting stuff, we can get through things a little quicker. We're gonna make ourselves a little knife here, and yeah, let's go ahead and harvest some silver. I guess it's right here. Yeah, okay. Equip the knife, that would help. And we got 1 piece of silver. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of the stuff in my inventory. Stacks up pretty quick for sure. Okay, more silver oxide. Let's see. It's the blue trees, but not every one of them, unfortunately. The one thing that's kind of cool about this game is, like, this one's like super high up. You have to use your jetpack to get up here. Oh, and my arm health is low, so I need to take care of that. So that biohill recipe we found recently, I never read it. So this is actually how you read it. You just hold it in your hand, and it's the sulfur fungi, red mushroom, and the brown mushroom. So we've only got 1 piece of that sulfur fungi, but we'll be able to get that, I'm imagining, from the desert planet, I believe. I'm going to go ahead and make 1 of these. I mean, why not? Press the button to generate the biohill injector 3030. Cool. And we can go ahead and just create some more. So I need to get some lubricant, all kinds of stuff, because I'm kind of falling apart here. But luckily, the stuff to create this is pretty easy to find. Make some lubricant. Go ahead and take this. Take this biohill injector 20. Oof. Yeah. Need to make quite a bit of this stuff, quite frankly. So let me go ahead and do that in the background while we're creating some of this stuff. And obviously, like, some of these items make different types of things. So it's not all, low level or whatever else. So this one will make a 15. If you move it around, like change some of the things on it, and it's still a 15, but you could use 10 or 2 of them for 10. So worst case scenario, you can at least get something out of it. So the one that I just created, that good one, actually restores 30 arm health and temporarily exceeding max by 30. So that's kind of cool. I am gonna put that one in storage, quite frankly. I don't want to use it just yet. There's no reason to at the moment. Yeah, so the amberine fruit actually produces 30 biohill, which is good. The other items so far that I found only do 15. That's okay. We've got quite a bit on us so far. We're good to go for that. I'm not using that desert fruit just yet. And let's see, we've got some silver oxide, so we need to go ahead and smelt that. So creating silver, we need silver oxide, obviously, which we've got that. But we also need some energy, 10 energy, and it takes 10 seconds to smelt it. So where is that? Oh, it's right here. So I'm curious if I end up putting wind turbine insert energy to cell to charge. So let's get some of these energy cells. See if this will charge it if I put it in here. Well, I'm not quite sure, but there is durability on the wind turbine. So that's interesting. It doesn't look like it's charging. Oh, it is charging. Oh, that's cool. Nice. So this is definitely something new I haven't seen before. And I really like that function. That's kind of cool. I'm surprised that the durability is so, quite frankly, crappy. But that's okay. At least we can charge that because we're going to need some for this thing here. But one thing we can create is, let me see, it is the biomass burner. We'll go ahead and create one of those so we can charge some more batteries. Okay, so I've got the items, I believe. Yeah, to go ahead and make a biomass burner so we can get some batteries charged up. So I need to run around and collect all kinds of random stuff to start charging these batteries. Granted, I am sure on other islands or whatever else, you can find some things that will be better for biomass to generate energy. But for now, we use what we have. Yeah, so you have to put them in your hand to be able to load them, which that took me a while to figure out, even though it was written right there in front of me. But yeah, so then to use the biomass burner, like for instance, I just throw these 3 mushrooms in here and it'll just produce, I believe, 15 energy. So that will eventually go up. So I'm going to go ahead and find a lot of random stuff to just throw in this thing and charge some of these batteries. So this star-shaped fruit with a tangy taste has a low combustible power, but it actually, from what I've gathered so far, gives the most recharge for the battery. So that's kind of cool. Let's check on this one real quick, see what's going on. Yeah, the energy is 46%. That's charging fairly decently. But the durability is now to 46. Man, that's doesn't last very long at all. I'm not sure if there's something we can repair or whatever. Haven't gotten that far into the game yet. So I've been running around gathering different organic material to put in the bio burner, which that's been working out just fine. I picked up quite a lot of stuff. And by the time I came back, the durability on this wind turbine is completely depleted. And we only got 87% out of the battery, which is kind of terrible. But I just broke it down and we got some, you know, the fiberglass and stuff out of it. So that's, I guess, okay. I don't know how to create them though. I guess that would be on the crafting bench. Let's go check that. Nope, not yet. We have to obviously unlock that. But one thing we can do though is go ahead and put this battery in here. We should be able to start this. Oh, there's no recipe found for silver. Really? I thought I'd already found that. I mean, how could there not be a recipe if it's right here? Oh, there we go. I'm sorry. If you click on this, I had too many pieces in there. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. You just need to put the correct amount in there. No problem. Easy enough to figure out. Then let's just go ahead and make another piece. Why not? Empty output first. Fair enough. Okay, one electric board and some lithium. And a lithium battery. There we go. So now we can make this airship constructor. Nice. So the biofuel burner is actually doing pretty well. This energy cell's already 100%. I'm gonna go ahead and take that one out and take this one and go ahead and put it over here and fill it up. That would make sense, I would think. Yeah, nice. So at least we'll have two at 100%. And then we have one at 20 and we'll continue to charge those. Well, it is time to build our first airship. Let's go ahead and use this. Let's see how we do this. Okay, right click and we need 3 fiberglass, 3 tempered glass, and 1 electric board. Perfect. We have 3 fiberglass. Yeah, so this isn't too bad. Fairly easy to craft things, which is nice. Not really sure why you have to empty the output if it's the same material, though. That's kind of weird. Seems a bit unnecessary. Okay, here we go. Let's build this ship. I'm not quite sure where we need to put it, but I don't think it really matters. Yeah, there we go. So it's just going to go ahead and materialize in, and we've got our first ship created. That's kind of cool. Let's jump up there and see what it's all about. So our next task is to find 3 cobalt berries in the ravine cave on the larger desert island and smelt cobalt. Craft an anti-radiation module and find purple coral in the cave. Okay, cool. So let's just go ahead and get into the ship. And the ship is, as you would suspect, you know, kind of cool. But if you go upstairs, if you go upstairs back here, you can see that it looks like there's going to be quite a bit of space for building a base. And that's exactly what you're able to do in the future. I specifically messaged the dev earlier today because we were just randomly talking about the game and such. And I was giving my initial feedback. And that was one thing I noticed. I was like, I kind of freaked out when I saw this because it's like you've got a ship that you can actually have a mobile base in. And he said, yes, absolutely, but not in the demo. It will be in the full game. And I was like, womp womp, but that's okay. So we need to get some energy cells. That's why I was filling those batteries up to maximum. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up 2 more, and then we'll go ahead and load these up, and we'll, you know, take a little ride, see how this thing runs. Because I've never flown one of these. This is as far as I've gotten in the game, so the rest of it is all a mystery to me. So I think one thing that should happen is you should be able to load up a lot more stuff into the biomass burner. And if it's efficient or not, who cares? Just throw a whole bunch of crap in there. Because, for instance, this is worth 5, this is worth 5, this is worth 10 each. So, yeah, just throw a mess load of stuff in there, like other games that we've, you know, probably all played if you're into this type of game, and just, you know, burn stuff. And also, I have yet to be able to figure out how to cut down a damn tree. You would think that that would be the much more efficient way of burning biomass than berries and fruit. And that might very well be a possibility that I am overlooking. Well, we have our 4 batteries fully charged. So before we go over anywhere, quite frankly, I want to check out this dome, because now that we've got the knife in our hand, we can go and cut through those vines and see what's in here. Hopefully there's some new technology or recipes or something. I mean, I know there's a chest in there, I believe. I think that's what I saw. So let's go check this out and see what we can find. It's just fun to explore. It's like that dopamine rush of like finding something like, oh my God, is it something good? Maybe. Let's see. Oh, a plant breeder. Oh, we're gonna be doing that too. Plant breeder scrap. So of course is this giving me anything cutting this stuff? Doesn't look like it. No, that's unfortunate. I mean, that would be great for biomass. Yeah, so far it's just scrap. Oh, what is this? It looks like a recipe for a wind tree. Lumber tree plus silverleaf tree equals a wind tree. Wind enhanced within a radius, thrive with high gravity. Okay. So if we put one of these next to the wind turbine over there, then that might actually help with that. But I don't think this is a high gravity planet. So there's that. But that's a cool little mechanic to this. Oh, pick wind tree seed. Well, it did say it thrives in that environment. Yeah, so let's try that out. That's kind of cool. Wind tree seed. There's another one. Oh, that's a limber tree seed. Limber tree, wind tree. Oh, here's a biohill recipe for 50. We don't have that yet. That's cool. Yeah, ambertine. So that's the amberine, carambola, and the desert fruit. Cool. 2 of those are on this island. The desert fruit is obviously not. So nice. We're getting some good stuff already. We haven't even tried. Here we go. Here's another wind tree seed. Nice. And a log. Eureka. Wind is no more a problem. And plant breeder was phenomenal. It finally yielded something remarkable. Combining the limber tree and the silver leaf, I created a specimen I will call the wind tree. It bends airflow and amplifies currents around it. Okay, it says in standard gravity it will grow, though slowly, with shallow roots and faint winds. Under higher gravity, however, the trunks thicken, fibers tighten, and its wind effects multiplies dramatically. That's cool. Let's go ahead and plant those around that little thing over there, whatever it's called, and see if we can get the doors to open or the facility to start running. I have no idea what it even is, but I believe there is a chest in there too. So, let's find out. Yeah, this thing here. So I guess we just plant them around them. I'm not quite sure if we can pick these up after we plant them. I don't think we can. So let's just put 2 of them down. I'm suspecting that this is close enough. If not, we might be screwed. But I mean, that is pretty close. So that's going to take a while to grow. So we'll come back and check on that later. But as of now, let's go find something new. I do have, let's see, some health injectors. 1, 2, 3. I need one of the batteries, and we're good to go. Well, this is interesting. So drive unlock system. Next unlock is airship storage. So it looks like we're required to drive, 1,200 meters to be able to build storage on here? That's kind of cool. I didn't notice that before. Again, this is really the most interaction I've had with this ship. So total energy is 50%. That's weird, considering I've got 4 of these that are fully charged. Okay, sure. Well, let's get moving. Let's see if we've got anything over here telling us where we go. Antenna, carbon crate, core lab. I don't know how to use any of this. GPS module reader. We need to find one of those, obviously. Total modules 7, total engines 1, forward speed. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, it's like, driving a car. You may not know how to do it, but just get in and go. Okay, yeah, standard WASD directional. This is kind of cool. Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going. I guess that is where I'm going to. Sure. On the desert island. Let's make it happen. So our current speed is 16. We are just sailing. Granted, I don't really know how fast you need to go. Yeah, and we need to craft an anti-radiation module, and I'm assuming that's what is needed for that little green area over there. Yeah, this biome looks kind of cool. Got some saguaro cactus over here. Some purple, I don't know if it's gas or, it looks like gas, of course. Yeah, I guess you should not run into the ground with your ship. That's probably a good best practice. So this is the ravine it looks like we need to go into. Let's just park right here. Why not? Emergency stop. And yes, you do stop if it's an emergency or not. Okay, this looks like it might be a little bit high. I need to be able to get back into it. That would help. Let's not, build a ship and immediately go on your first voyage and never be able to get into it again. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Good. Nice. Let's go. Yeah, this is perfectly fine. Yeah, nice. Okay, what do we got over here? Arm poisoning. Oh, okay. I'm poisoning myself. That is fantastic. So as you've progressed, there are things that, from the knowledge base that you need to basically keep up with, and I keep forgetting to do this. So it's basically the island tuning flora, which was the wind tree a minute ago. So it's giving you, information on, basically how to change some of the biome and such, and how to improve it. So arm poisoning says that, X12, someone's arm made a new friend, and it's toxic. It was for sure the toxic purple gas. Unfortunately, this stuff eats through cellular structure like Alfred through data logs, and it depletes your arm faster. Find an antidote recipe and you'll be fine, or just wait and hope, I guess. Well, that's what we're going to be doing. I don't know I think I'm still standing in it too. I'm pretty sure this kind of poisoning wears off with time. Probably. Don't quote me on that. You know what? I'm not going to. Well, while we're standing here in it, close enough to it, maybe I should move my ship too. But, whatever. We're already here. So here's the blue coral we needed to harvest. Get some of this and go take care of that thing. So we needed 3 of those. How deep does this go? And can we get out? Of course we can get out. Let's just, oh man, no. It's gonna jump right into the poison because, that's a wise thing to do. Well, we found some technology. Look at this. What is this? Solar panel durability 100% extra. Oh yeah, fine. That's great. Got a solar panel. Very good. Okay, we've got cactus flower. So this is the cool thing about this game is like, you know, you just find all kinds of different things and you can experiment with what does what if you're mixing things together, which I appreciate. And it doesn't seem overly complex, which is a nice thing. Oh, good. Here we go. Desert fruit. We needed this for that better recipe. And it looks like there's quite a few of them. This is a nice little bounty. This looks like the radiated area. And I'm definitely not going to go over there unless I have a suit. But there's probably some good technology in there. I am just curious. I'm going to try something though. I mean, hey, it is the playtest, right? I'm going to see what it looks like. As this is a playtest, I'm going to see if we're quick enough to run in there and get that chest. Or if we die quickly. Run! Yeah, we died quickly. So now we know how to commit suicide in this game, which, you know, was never really my intention. But hey, you know, we've learned something, right? Let's see if we can move our ship out of the way here. Maybe get to a little bit better area. Okay, what are we hitting? Stop it. Here we go. Let's just get over here and, you know, kind of land on this spot here. Maybe. Am I hitting something? Obviously. Jeez. Here we go. Okay. Shush. I got it already, okay? Well, maybe I don't. Clearly I don't. Okay. You know, I'd never even noticed this. The internal data for the ship itself. That's kind of cool. One thing that does need to be adjusted is every time I start this game, my mouse sensitivity is changed. So I need to go in here and, you know, see this is where I set it before, apply it, and then I didn't actually change anything is my point. Kind of weird, but whatever. Some things are kind of expected with early access. So yeah, it looks like airship storage has been unlocked. I don't think I can create anything right now. Yeah, I don't have anything on me to do that. And one thing I was thinking, oh yeah, okay, so yesterday I was working on the part of the edit yesterday and I was realizing that, wait a minute, it said 50%, there's 4 of them. I'm like, well, duh, go to the other side. There's probably more. So yes, it's clearly right there. Yeah, let's go out here and let's see. I've got a little bit of inventory space. I need to find some more cobalt berries. I'm gonna take these cactus flowers because they seem to, I don't know, I'm sure they'll do something. Let's see, cobalt berries. Was this blue thing? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, okay. So I think we've got 2 of them. I need 1 more. Let's see what else we can find as well. And I just want to jump down here. Yeah, why not? We've already been in there. Not in that cave, though. That could be cool. I'm always up for some good spelunking. Yeah, I'm wondering if we could get our ship down here. But who knows? Oh, look at this. What is this? Gemstone. Let's see what we got here. That's kind of cool. Oh, I like that. You have to use the jackhammer and then the knife. Very cool that we got the fungal thing. The sulfur fungi. I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, nice. I'm gonna go ahead and get some of those. I might fill up my inventory with just that. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. How much? 3 cobalt berries is what I needed. Oh, I was collecting the wrong stuff. Shocker. Let's go ahead and make some inventory space. Yep. Well, clearly I was not collecting the right items. Okay, this should be the berries. Nope. Wait. Yeah, here it is. Okay. I need 2 more of those, and then my inventory's full. And clearly, they are not that easy to find. But we have now found 3. That's cool. I can get a couple more out as well. Yeah, I've got 1 slot left in my inventory. Okay, inventory is full. I'm gonna go ahead and walk back here. See if there's something back here that is of interest. Maybe it, okay. Maybe some technology? Smelter scrap, yeah. Bunch of scrap. Coral alloy. Unreinforced alloy with coral particles designed for advanced crafting. Oh, smelter blueprint. We need to take that for sure. Well, you know what? We're about to head back to the base anyway, so let's take these 2 things. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was hoping for. We just unlocked advanced lubricant. Nice. Excellent. And I'm going to take this energy cell as well. No sense in making a new one. Oh, there we go. Okay, heading back to the base. Yeah, I am looking forward to the game further developing and getting the ability to make a base on the ship. That's going to be obviously ideal. So you can do a lot of your crafting and everything else from this immediate location and not have to, you know, keep flying back and forth. Okay, there's some poison gas. Let's make sure to avoid that. That's no fun. I don't think I can jetpack up there, but let's see. Holy crap. I guess you can. That was surprising in a very good way. Excellent. Yeah, so yeah, the jetpack is actually much better than I was expecting. Sometimes it's a little difficult to kind of tell how high you're jumping or, I guess, jetpacking. Okay, let's get back to base. See if we can craft some of these new things. Oh, there's another ship over there that's radiated. We need to take care of that after we get the radiation suit. You know, I'm wondering what's on these little islands over here too? These higher islands that we didn't actually look at. And can we speed up? Is that not a possibility? Doesn't look like it. Well, there is something on that island right there. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just check to see what it is. Maybe we can see it from here. Yeah, okay, there's a chest there. Let me go ahead and land. Get my inventory under control. We'll go back and get that. And go ahead and collect the chest as well and see if we can put it on the ship. Let's go ahead and put this new recipe in the smelter. See what that's gonna end up doing. I need to charge this new battery here. I've got only one at 52%. I'm not gonna take them off the ship because I can just grind a little bit and charge these. That should be just fine. Let's see what you unlocked here. Okay, cobalt. Cool. Let's go ahead and make some of this. What? Oh, here it is. I was about to say, I thought I got 3 of those, and I did. Okay, let's go ahead and take that, put it over here. Go ahead and smelt that. Get that started. I guess this is gonna end up unlocking a recipe for the anti-radiation module, I guess. And find a GPS module and use it to locate a carbon crate. Let's see here. Anti-radiation module. Nice. Hopefully that doesn't take too much. Let's see. We've got anti-radiation, 1 copper, and 1 cobalt. That's easy enough. There we go. A temporary protection module that shields against radiation for 2 minutes. Single use. Let's go ahead and make another one. Why not? Okay, we've got 4 minutes of radiation protection, which is, I guess, decent enough. I'm gonna run around and get some... You know what? No. Let's hop up to that little island there first. Maybe we can find something to charge our batteries better. Wait a minute. We also have something we picked up just a minute ago. Let's put down this solar thing. It should be able to charge our batteries when the sun is up, obviously. Solar energy unavailable. Yes, yes. Let's take this one out since it's already partially charged. Put that in there, and whenever the sun comes up, hopefully we can make that. I'm really looking forward to the ability to be able to make those ourselves. You know, the wind one. And I can say that the durability should be significantly higher on those unless they are super cheap to make. Otherwise, that's quite frankly a waste of freaking time. So far, producing energy doesn't seem very realistic compared to our own reality, quite frankly. Okay, where is this island? I think it's right there. Okay, yeah, here we go. Try to back up into it. Move this big ass bus. Well, that should work. Almost perfect. Nice. This is great. We found another smelter blueprint. Another energy cell. Yeah, and some random stuff. That's cool. See if we can put this chest on the ship. Smelter scrap. Yeah, this is just scrap and crap. And I missed the ship. It was right there in front of me, and oh shit. Oops. Oh, wow. I actually jumped, and I just totally missed the thing. Like, sweet. I have no idea how to get that back. Maybe there'll be a way. Maybe see what we can call it. Oh, here's the airship storage. Okay, that makes sense. So your airship building gun will do that. I'm wondering how you call that ship back. If you do, or do I have to build the damn thing again? Then I'll have 2 by the end of this, you know, eventual full gameplay. I might have ships all over the place. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. Okay, so yeah, the durability just goes down so quickly, and the charge is not that good. Didn't we have it at 23% or something like that when we put it in there? Yeah, that's crap. Ugh, like, what's the point? I mean, obviously it's a renewable energy, but you know, it's just, I don't know. Doesn't seem like it does enough to really do anything worth a shit. Okay, let's put this blueprint in here and see what we can find. Hopefully a recall for our ship. Let's see if there's anything. No. Well, that kind of sucks. Okay, now we can do coral alloy. Yeah, we found one of those just a moment ago, but yeah, we do have some stuff to make this, but I don't know what it's for. Let me see if I can reload and get my ship back. I imagine so. I haven't saved. We'll just have to repeat a little bit of this, but that's okay. Okay, well, let me get back where I was, and we will continue on our journey. So I came back into the cave system to get the cobalt berries, which that's not really a problem. We got plenty of those, I believe. But I actually saw that up there, that little ledge thing. I didn't notice that before. Let's see what we got up here. Anything special? Maybe. More cobalt berries, little cave system in there. Yeah, it looks like a chest and random stuff. Lumber tree seeds, crafting blueprint. Well, that's cool. We can unlock actual blueprints for the crafting bench as well. That's great. So a log from X3. What is this island? It's so dry and lifeless. Just shriveled fruits and withered vegetables. Lubrication reserves dipped into critical, and I have no way to replenish. Even tried planting, but the ground's too dry. Feels like I'm digging in ash. Yeah, okay, they're talking about the red corals and the excellent structural properties for farming tech. You know, obviously we're gonna have to come back here quite a bit. A significant amount of resources on this desert island. Let's see. Looks like there's anything else here that's new. At least not yet. Okay, we're going farther deeper down. Yeah, that was interesting. We just came all the way to the bottom. Nice. I didn't see this entrance a minute ago, the first time we were over here. Well, that's interesting. Okay, that entire cave system leads in and out to itself in a couple different ways. That's kind of cool. That was nice. Okay, we've put the blueprint into the crafting station, and oh, thank God. Now we can make wind turbines. That is a fantastic find. So I just remembered the trees that we planted over here to make the wind blow faster, which absolutely worked because it looks like it says, yeah, it's active. So let's see what is in this place. Crafting station scrap and crafting blueprint. Nice. Oh, perfect. And 2 more wind turbines. That is great. That was worth the effort for sure. I'm wondering if we can move these plants. Yeah, I guess we can't. So maybe one of them would have been enough, but you know, whatever. Now we know. But what we could do is go ahead and put these wind turbines over here and charge our batteries over in this location. Not convenient, but it'll do. Yeah, because I need to charge the batteries in my ship as well. So, yeah, unfortunately, they don't last very long, the wind turbines, but that's okay. At least we got a better option now. Oh, it looks like we've only used one of our energy cells. That's good. Because when I was looking at this over here, yeah, it says total energy 37%, but I guess it's 37% of one battery? Huh, that's okay. We'll go ahead and charge this one while we've got the ability to do so. And we'll take this one. I guess we can go ahead and make some more. I mean, why not? I mean, they're cheap enough to make. You know, let's put this crafting blueprint in the crafting table and see what we got here. This is the part of games that I really find is exciting. Just like discovering new recipes for crafting and such. And now that I think about it, I haven't seen any enemies. I don't know if there are any enemies or anything. Okay, we got a planter. Container designed for growing plants, ideal for use with nutrient-rich dirt. Placed to use, could be placed in the airship. Okay, huh, interesting. Yeah, I've put 2 of the batteries in here. And they are charging. It looks like they're charging a little bit faster than they were before. Efficiency plus 10%. Yeah, okay. They are. Nice. And the durability, of course, is complete garbage, but whatever. One of the things I wanted to do, though, we've got those desert tree seeds. And there was that location, I think it's up here, that tells you about the island itself. Yeah, this over here. Because the tree seeds need a certain percentage of humidity, but low humidity. Okay, it's 86% humidity. I don't think this is going to work well. Yeah, the fertility of minimum of 1, temperature 35 to 70, and humidity range 0 to 10%. Yeah, this is definitely not going to work in this area. But it might on the ship, now that I think about it. So let's try that. It's a shame I can't move this thing somewhere a little closer. Yeah, it looks like these wind turbines are pretty much 1 for 1, 1% of charge for about 1% of durability loss, which just, I don't know. I'm sorry. This is kind of a BS thing. My opinion. It just doesn't seem realistic. It seems like something just to make the game like more of a, I don't know, challenge, which doesn't seem to make any sense. But whatever. It's my opinion. Yeah, I haven't figured out how to use these like equipped slots. You would think that you could put your tools over here so they wouldn't take up these slots, but I don't seem to be able to do that. Whatever. So the solar panel is already depleted and we only got 9% of the battery. So, you know, obviously we're charging another battery as well, but hopefully we have, what does it take to make one of these? Okay, so for some reason the durability on these wind turbines is actually lasting a little bit longer. I'm not quite sure. I ended up making a couple more and I made quite a significant amount of batteries, more than I probably needed, but it's just one of those things. I went ahead and harvested all of the lithium and copper throughout the cavern system, and just to get enough batteries to fill up the spaceship for sure, like 100%. I wanted to see if it actually travels faster. So we should have enough to fill up this entire battery system and even more, quite frankly. So these are all at 100%, which was good to just go ahead and do. And then we can have some extras. I want to see what it takes. I can't remember what it takes to make a storage electronic board and timber glass. That's easy. Yeah, I don't think it's necessary to store any extra batteries on here because that is, yeah, pretty good. Okay, let me go ahead and sort my inventory, and we're going to go back over to the desert island and see what we can find out. Okay, so something I just found out. I've made a storage for the ship, and, you know, that's great. But I was saying earlier that you could not edit this name, but you absolutely can with the storage on the ship, which is a really nice thing. So I went ahead and made, well, I'm about to make 2 storage containers for the ship itself, which is great. But the nice thing is you can just go up here and change the name, which is awesome. So there you go. At least gives you, you know, what's going to be in it and also the quantity. That is a very nice thing. So I just disregard what I said before. So we've got, let's just go ahead and put this in here. I don't just to get it out of my current inventory. And there's a couple things we need to do. Since I had to restart the game because I lost my ship. Well, I didn't lose it. It was just way out of reach. So we need to actually go back and get I believe the recipe to smelt cobalt, because for some reason I don't have it, and get back to where we were just a minute ago. So I'm going to go ahead and explore these little islands that we have right next to us. It just makes sense. We've got some pretty decent stuff on them. If I can manage to do this without falling off the island again. You know, let me go ahead and save here. Save and save off the new. Okay, this is, you know, basic stuff. I'm surprised that there wasn't anything better, but I mean, especially way up here. Yeah, so that was not really worth coming up here. Hopefully the last island's better. Yeah, we've got one more, I think, right over. No, we've done that one. Oh, no, we've done that one. Okay, this is the last one over here for this immediate area that we're in. Looks like there's a building up there. It was definitely not a building. It was just one of those little scrap things, it looks like. Okay, now if I can't get back on the ship from this, there's some serious problems, which, you know, let everyone hold their breath. Okay, an island scanner. Yeah, once placed, it cannot be removed. Okay, but we already have an island scanner on this planet, so there's no reason to, or this island, so there's no reason to put another one. It's a little inconvenient, but it's better than nothing. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, geez, I thought I was gonna miss it. Would not have surprised me. Well, the nice thing is that all the storage chests that you find along the way, you can actually pick up. And granted, I imagine eventually, like in the full release of the game, you're gonna end up having most of your storage on your ship, which makes sense. So I was just thinking of something. I'm curious if you could actually make the growth pots, put them on top of your ship, put one of the little wind plants in it, and then put the wind turbines around it. So then you can have your energy production to recharge your batteries on your ship itself. Because you could put the planets on the ship, but I'm curious if you could do that. We'll have to try that out. But unfortunately, I need to find some seeds to do that. Well, I just risked something a second ago, and I'm going to show you that you can just come up here and destroy this and get the toxic coral sample, which is, you know, obviously you could potentially take some damage, but this is an item that is part of one of the recipes that I found a moment ago. So that is, you know, something that obviously needs to be harvested. So I went ahead and tested it. We can put the planter up on the ship. That's not a problem. You can't put the wind turbine up here yet, which is not a surprise. The dev did say that it's currently not in the game, but it will be eventually. You know, building, you know, base structures on the ship itself. But that will be a good idea to, you know, be able to quickly recharge batteries. Speaking of, I have found more batteries. Well, I definitely don't think that we're short any batteries at this point. We have quite a lot of them now that are at 100%. So something interesting just happened. I am flying back over the desert planet, and I could not get the ship to raise an altitude. So I was questioning, I'm like, the only thing different now is that I've put that planter up there with dirt in it. So I took the planter out, and there you go. I was able to increase my elevation. It's kind of funny. So I'll definitely send the dev a note on that one. So I've actually come over to the desert area to get these two radiated areas, and I've backed up to this one. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do one of these. So it should give us the protection for 2 minutes, but let's not dilly-dally. Let's see. It looks like it's just stuff in a chest. Yeah. Okay, we got another recipe, which is good. Not sure what the recipe's for. And I don't see that there's a timer anywhere establishing how much time we have left, which that's unfortunate. Come on. Hurry up. My God, there's a lot of stuff over here. Jeez. Okay, I'm not really too concerned with getting the actual chests themselves because we've got so many of them. I say that and I do it anyway. Whatever. Loot goblin, what can I say? Okay, I think that's everything on this little island. Cool. Oh, look at this. GPS module. And we've got too much crap in here. Wait, what is this? Something in there? Nope. Okay, there we go. We were able to get everything. Cool. Well, I think I have enough chests to supply a small country, which is actually quite comical, but, you know, whatever. I think I don't need to be getting any more, though. It's now just literally taking up storage. There's actually I didn't realize this. There was another crash behind this one. So this isn't the one in the front. And funny enough, the one that I went to happened to be the correct one to go to first. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop another one of these. How much space do I have? Yeah, both of these are full. Okay, let's see what we can find in here. That's smelter scrap. Yeah, cool. More blueprints. Excellent. More blueprints. Biomass burner. Crafting station. Oh, this is cool. So whenever you're, in the actual game, the full release game, you should be able to find these things and just start improving your mobile base, which that's good. Nice. Well, this is kind of interesting. I'm heading back to base and I see these batteries sitting here. That's kind of funny. I guess you could just jump over there and get them. Might as well. Why not? Just back up the bus. That is actually quite funny. Very cool. Nice little, touch there to get stuff all over the place. I guess that's how things would happen if something crashes or whatever. Okay, so I've gotten the third location, radiated location, and that chest right here is the one that I ran in there just to see if I could get it, and the contents were empty. So it's clearly I was able to get it, just I died in the process. So we found the GPS module, not that I'm thinking about it. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. Let's put it over here. I guess I've got more than one. Well, that's interesting. What does it do? Okay, carbon crate located. Okay, so it's over to the left. Let me run by my base real quick and empty my inventory. So I have put everything back into our base, ended up unlocking a couple more recipes for like I think it was the solar panels and the, different base building parts that we found along the way since then. My storage is completely ridiculous now. But what we're doing is going over to this marker over here, and it is a good distance away from our base. So, wow. Yeah, this is, and one of the things too is like, I don't know if it's above us or below us. That looks just like clouds over there. So I think I might have to get out of the ship and see if I can find it. Because it looks like those are just gaps in the clouds, not rocks or, floating islands or anything. Yeah, we've passed it. So let me get out and look. Oh, I guess it's right there. Ooh, that's funny. I was looking up, but not, that moon looks cool. Yeah, in the correct direction. Interesting. Yeah, it felt like we went much farther than we did, but clearly that was not the case. Yeah, I'm assuming this is it. Now it says 78 meters away. That's a good distance. Maybe this is not it. Oh, no, this is definitely it. Okay, let's see. This is definitely a new type of jest. Congratulations, it's me again, Gerald, but this might be the last message, maybe. You've completed the demo, and there you are. So this game is actually a lot of fun. I have spent a lot of time off recording just crafting stuff, like making all those batteries and whatever else, and starting to just create things that I honestly didn't even need. It's just those are the kinds of the things that I like to do, the base building, crafting, and stuff like that. So yeah, this is the current state of this game. I do like it. I will definitely play it whenever it either progresses further in development or whenever it's in early access or full development and full release. I hope that you enjoyed this, and let me know what you think about this game. I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments. As always, thanks so much for joining me today, and we will see you in the next one.